admit here, and then there is predicted values. So you can see there is some difference, like for first it is correct, actual was 0 and we predicted 0. That means it was the person was not selected here and we predicted correctly. Then again it is correct that the student is selected, but after that there is a slight difference. So let's check the accuracy of this model. To check the accuracy of model, there is a library we can use for that, that is CARET, C-A-R-E-T. You can either download it from packages, or what you can do is you can just write the command install.packages. It will install your package. Then you have to load it using library command. Then there is a function here as a confusion matrix. So confusion matrix, as we already discussed, is a tabular form which helps us to understand the accuracy of model. So within confusion matrix formula, the first thing we mention is the actual value. So the name of my data set was test and I wanted admit, that is actual. Then there is the predicted values. So let's execute this command and let's see the output. So you can see there is a confusion matrix here. You can see there is 14 values in difference here and 26 values difference here. And the accuracy level of this model is 66%, 66.67%. Now let's build one more model where we will be removing one of the variables from our model. So earlier, let's go to the summary again of the model we created and check which variable was significant, which one not. So according to our model, GPA was least significant. So the new model we will be building, in that we will be removing GPA factor. So I'm again splitting the data set, because in this we will be using test2 as a variable, because otherwise we will not be able to compare both the models. I'm only changing the test data set so that we can compare the earlier model predictions and the new model predictions. Now I have executed the commands and divided the dataset. Now I'm creating a new model wherein I have removed GPA because it was least important according to my earlier summary, and I'm using training dataset here. Let's execute this command and check the summary again. So earlier you can see in GRE all the factors have become the significant variables. The p values are also less than 0.05, so each of these variable is significant now. And AIC of this model, let's compare the earlier model and this model. The AIC of my earlier model was 333.15, now it is 334. So there is slight difference, just 1% value of very they are almost same, and my all the factors have become significant. So it is a better option to keep only less those factors that are more effective, more important. Lesser the variables, better the prediction will be if they are all affecting the model in a positive way. Now let's predict the values using test2 dataset that we created just now. Again using predict command. Using predict command and dataset as test2, type will be response because we need a probability result. Now again I am using if-else command for converting the responses into a factor of 0 and 1 and combining it with test2 dataset. Let's check the result. Now again some of the result is matching and some there is difference for some result. Now let's check the accuracy. Now I am using to check the accuracy, we can use different functions. First I am using again the confusion matrix. If you want to let's execute this command, you can see the accuracy of this model is 67%. Now you can see the accuracy of this model has come up to 70%, 70.83%. You can also see one way of creating data frame this confusion matrix was using confusion matrix command from package CARET. Other command that you can use is table command, wherein you will be giving the actual column actual values that you want to check for, and comma the name of the variable wherein the predictions are saved, and if they are greater than 0.5. So let's execute this command, and you can see the table is again, we can check the values, there how many errors are there. And last function that you can use to check the accuracy is the mean. So we will be calculating mean for all the predictions which are equal to admit. Let's check. So you can see the accuracy here was 70.83, and our mean is also in the same probability mean value. So it tells us the accuracy of this model is 70.83%. Now we will be taking a new data frame, just two values, and we will be checking if we are getting a output or not from our model that we created here. So I'm using GRE here because I have GRE and rank values in my model. So let's check the range of GRE. Why I'm checking the range of GRE? When we are creating a new data frame that I'm creating here, it will be for predicting the values. So in my data frame, I'll be taking GRE value in between the range that I already have. If you take the value out of the range, it might not give you a successful answer or a good prediction, because we have predicted, or we have created the model for the values present in range present in our data frame. So if we take GRE as 700 and rank of the institution as 3, let's check the data frame. So this is my data frame. Now I'm predicting with my model that I have created after removing GPA from it. So the value is minus 0.59. If I'm using if else command and checking the value, so it comes out to be 0. So which means the student is not selected as per our prediction model. So you can use the prediction model in the way that your result is, the model is giving a good accuracy with AIC value less, and each variable is significant for the model. Let's sum up the logistic regression. So we covered about logistic regression is the outcome is in categorical value, that whether the student will be selected or not. So it is a binary outcome. It is also known as generalized linear model, for which we use function GLM. Then examples of logistic regression were cricket match, that if the team will win or not, we see the prediction when we watch a match. Next is the customer will churn or not after availing the service or buying a product. Next is student selection, that we just did, created a model for that. And next is the understanding the summary of a model. For understanding the elements that are important are variable requirement, significance code, p-values, and AIC. That lesser the AIC, the better it will be. You should know what is AIC. It estimates the quality of each model. Lesser the better, and it helps to select the smallest AIC, helps us to select the best model out of all the considered models. And confusion matrix, it is a tabular representation of actual versus predicted values. It is also known as error matrix. There are 3 different ways in which you can create a confusion matrix in R. So it is using caret package, where the command is confusion matrix, using table command, and using mean command.